Today I'm going to be making a Detroit-style pizza with Calabrian Ricotta Cream. In just a little bit, we're going to head out to the Gozney Dome XL Gen 2 and cook up our Detroit-style pizza. But first, I want to get the Calabrian Ricotta Cream ready. Now, in my bowl here, I have 15 ounces of whole milk ricotta. Ricotta? I'm not Italian. I'll just say whichever way it comes out. To this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. I also want to add just about maybe a tablespoon or so of honey. Next up are Calabrian chilies. These are some chopped Calabrian chili peppers. These have a good amount of heat to them, so kind of adjust based upon the heat level you want. I'm going to put like 3 tablespoons in here. We're just going to mix this all together. This is probably enough for 3 or 4 pizzas of the size I'm going to make. A little taste. That is so flavorful and has that nice little kick. All right, I'm going to get this in the refrigerator and we're going to go on and get our dough in our pan. All right, I have my Detroit-style pizza pan here. I think this is my 10 by 14. We're going to go ahead and get a good coating of olive oil in here. Be generous with it. I just like to get in here and kind of make sure it gets into all the corners, the sides. We're going to be doing a brief par bake on our crust before we top it and get it back into finish. Now, time for the dough. This is my 63% hydration dough recipe. I'll put a link to the video where I made that in the description. And this is about a 550 or 60 gram dough ball. This cold fermented for 48 hours. And we're just going to gently work it. It's not gonna go into all the corners and crevices this first pass. It's gonna need to relax once it's in here. It's been sitting out in its container at room temperature for about 3 hours, and it might take another hour or so of proofing in our pan here before it's ready, but we got time. Lift it and stretch. Lift it and stretch. Okay, we're gonna cover this now, and it's gonna rest here for about 30 minutes. We'll come back and give it another stretch, try and get it closer to those corners. All right, we've been resting for about 30 minutes here. Let's get our cover off, and we're just gonna kind of massage it until we get closer to those corners. That's looking pretty good, actually. It's getting there. Now you can pick it up like I did earlier and kind of lift the corners and stretch them, but sometimes you can pull it a little too far there, and you may not get it to like completely conform into the corners, and that's okay. Just doing the best you can. Pretty happy with that. All right, let's get this out and par bake it in the Gozney. Now, the Gozney Dome XL Gen 2 is at about 750 degrees ambient and about 650 deck temperature, stone temperature. We're gonna get this Detroit-style pizza in there to par bake. It's gonna par bake for about 6 minutes. At about 3 minutes, I'm gonna turn it around, so I kind of rotate it 180. But we're gonna turn the fire off and put the door on. We're not baking it with flame at this point. That's once we get the cheese and everything on. So let's get it in. Turn my flame off. My door on. And we'll come back in 3 minutes and give it a turn. Give this a turn. You will get some puffiness sometimes like that on top. Don't worry about that. In there for another 3 minutes. All right, here's our par-baked Detroit. Let's take a look at the underside. See, we just started getting that sort of golden brown on it. That's what we want, just sort of that beginnings, because it still has time to go. Now we're gonna cheese this up and get some stripes of sauce on it. We'll be dressing it with our ricotta cream, some basil at the end, maybe a little balsamic vinegar too. We're gonna get our cheese on here and we're gonna go really heavy around the sides because that's where we want that kind of cheesy crust, that frico, as this melts against the hot side of the pan. And also the Gozney is back on now. The flame is on, the door is not on. It's heating back up. This is a 50-50 blend of low moisture mozzarella and white cheddar. It's my preferred pizza blend. I'm gonna get some stripes of sauce on here. A little sprinkle of some Romano cheese. And we're gonna go ahead and get it back in there and we're gonna watch it. We'll probably pop it in with the flame on first, might turn it off and put the door on, see how it's doing. We want that cheese to get nice and melty. We want the rest of the underside to brown up. So let's get it in there. I'm gonna turn my flame all the way down. See, we're getting some color on there. I hope you can see that. I'm going to turn the burner off and get my door on for probably 2 minutes or so. Looking good. I'm going to get my flame going again here. Just want to get some more color on top. Turn my flame off. Put the door on for maybe another minute or so. I love making Detroit-style pizzas in the oven because it's one of those things, if you're not really adept at making pizza, you don't have to worry about getting the pizza on the stone, the dough. Now, you can take the Detroit out of the pan, and I might do that, and put it back on the stone to brown up the bottom. We'll see. See how we're looking. Need just a little more flame on this side here. A little more color on that cheese that's bubbling up. We have an area of some bubbleage, and that's okay. All right, let's get this out of here. All right, I want to get around the edges here to kind of break that connection between the cheese. I want to get it out of the pan and onto the rack. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work. That's okay. There we go. That is looking good. I'm gonna let this cool for just like a minute. Then we're gonna get our Calabrian Ricotta Cream on this and some basil and a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Now, if you see in this spot right here, our tomato got pushed over there because we got a little bit of bubbleage. Just hit it with some more sauce. A little bit more Romano cheese. You get it off the rack here now. It's a little drizzle of some nice thick balsamic. Just some drips of it here. Now some of our ricotta cream. I'm going to put it kind of so we know that we can get our slices out of here. Maybe a little bit of basil too. There we go. Our Detroit-style pizza with Calabrian Ricotta Cream. Let's cut in and have a taste. Oh, that nice crispy edge. All right, let me get a piece here. I think I'm gonna go for a corner piece. Got that nice Frico on there. Let's taste. That Calabrian cream with this is so good, so good. So we have nice structure in our crust there. If you're just getting into pizza, you're really new to it, I cannot more highly recommend making Detroit style because to me it's a little easier. You can have great flavor on it, picking the things you want. You can do it in a conventional oven very easily, cranking it up to 500, 550, and your results speak for themselves.